involved in art and doing poetry, music, it kind of helped me to stood up and talk. And you feel like you've told your story, even if they don't know whose story is it, but you just feel light. It's like there's something that's off your shoulders. Just continue. We all have our lines. I hope we all still remember our lines. We're not learning to forget. The kids that I'm working with, some of them they come from Philippi. Philippi is about 5 kilometers away from Lower Crossroads. Most of them they're from Lower Crossroads. Mostly in all the groups, and in my groups we have girls. I think maybe it's because when I started working with kids, I had a group that they called Tale of Hands. It was a young girls only group where you will meet different girls with different problems. Most of them, girls and boys, they don't speak out. They kept quiet. So sometimes giving them a platform to write a play and to write music, that's where they communicate mostly.
Don't ride in cars. Don't go for material things. We love nature.
The questions I'm getting from the kids, they kind of helping me in understanding myself better, in understanding my relationship with nature better than I was looking at the question with myself.
Everyone should wear some gloves and go around and take off the plastic every Saturdays.
And I think some of children could have be with us and dance with us and do all these things we're doing.
If you polish a young mind towards nurturing the world or nurturing their future, then that gives you a very good generation to come.
In the studio now, I have two guests, Nolutando Hermanus and Winslow Skalkweg, who are going to tell us about an interesting project. Guys, welcome to the studio.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Now, I'm intrigued by the title. What exactly is the project all about, and what are the aims of the project?
It's a 2-year pilot program that is running. I was involved with the first pilot program last year. Initiative by Both Ends, which is a European NGO, and baobabconnections.org, which is an interactive website where youth all around the world, will discuss issues that affect us. It's an amazing concept. And EMG, the Environmental Monitoring Group, which is based in Observatory.
For me, because I never had realized how much do I relate to the environment. So as an artist, it was kind of, wow, really, how can you use art and environment? Do I have to work with a scientist or something? So that was my interest. So I emailed my CV and they called me. We were shortlisted for the interviews. And yeah, I made it to the top 5.
Is this an ongoing project?
I don't think you can leave a project like this without, in some way or the other, wanting to be an activist for the environment.
We've been chatting to Winslow Skalkweg and Nolutando Hermanus about this wonderful Urban Earth Leaders project, which is happening tomorrow. Tomorrow is the presentation, actually, at the Waterfront Amphitheatre in the Waterfront, and of course it's absolutely free, and it starts at 11 o'clock, so please go and support and see what happens there at the project tomorrow.
This is our life, man.
We talking about your beer that you run, and it's running all kinds of chemicals into our river, and we must look after it. Me? Yes, I knew it. Let's realize pollution and waste is killing. It may lead to a dangerous global warming.
When I say wait, you say art. Wait! Art! Wait! Art! Odi ubantu bakuthelefoni abebadala sesijongazo ngesontoni abanjiwe uma nithetha izitori udewa nkhoti ekukhangele namaboli. Yeah!
We only worked with 5 Urban Earth leaders, and yet today's performance we had at least 60 people on stage as part of the performances, and then at least a good another couple of hundred people in the audience. And also each Urban Earth leader did their performance in their own community. So I imagine that by the end of this project we will have reached more than 1,000 people, and so for me I think that's very powerful.